That beat is dope, but if you charge me for it, it's trash.
Gotta finish this song. I gotta do whatever I gotta do. It's gonna take me like 2 hours to find these vocals. I don't care. You're forced to make a certain genre because you know that's what will make you money.
I paid for my
shit. Do we dare watch a DJ Payne video? I don't know. Let me see if there's anything in the Discord. I don't want to hemorrhage viewers. People can't stand DJ Payne. I don't know what it is. I think people are like DJ painful to watch. Or what do you guys say usually? It says stop making beats for fun. Here's why.
So I was checking Instagram, just scrolling, finding some cool producer posts, and here's one from Eldre. Here's 5 things I wish I knew full time. And I'm scanning and they're all cool. And then I get to number 4 and it says, music can turn from a hobby into a job. Happened to me. I hardly ever make beats just for fun these days.
So, I mean, I don't really think of making music that way. Like, how does that work? Like, are you even enjoying the music then? Are you not having fun while making? I don't really understand I don't really get the implication here.
I actually got this comment the other day. It says, I make beats for the love of it. If you're in it for the money, you're in it for the wrong reasons. I got these tweets the other day, series of tweets from a guy.
Like, the only way I could understand that is if you're doing like, you're making it for sync or something. Like, and it's like, you're kind of just, going through the motions. Like, you're just, okay, you got to get this emotion in this thing I'm making right here. But if you're making music to like go on streaming services, which I'm assuming is what Eldre is doing, do you not want to have fun and like enjoy it and hopefully make something good because of that? And then people will connect with it more because of that? I don't really understand. Like, I feel like you're going to make worse music if you're not having fun. Another way to interpret that is since you're making it for fun, like you have no plans to do anything with it. That's the only thing I could really get. Oh, okay. I could see that, Ken. If you're making a style you just don't fuck with, like genre you're not into, that could be a bummer under a label. Actually, okay, I could kind of understand that. For instance, like I would probably do a lot better on Spotify if I just pumped out a shitload of funk songs, but I don't want to make funk. I could actually kind of see that. Like if you want to make like whatever genre you want and you're forced to make a certain genre because that's what will make you money, or not even just make you money, but it'll get more streams because that's what people want from you. And yeah, because like for instance, like all my songs with a lot of plays on Spotify, they're funk songs or like ambient wave song, and I pretty much am known for like doing funk. So like whenever I do something else, it doesn't really do that well because I think people are expecting this. Like I kind of told myself that before. I'm like, man, I could just sit down and make a bunch of funk songs and probably like bang out like a bunch of fucking views on or like plays. But I'm just like, I don't really want to do that because if you make the same genre forever, it doesn't feel organic anymore. It doesn't feel real. Like it just feels like you're going through the motions.
Rock, I asked him if he had firsthand knowledge about the financial. Of course he didn't, but what he said was art isn't about money. LOL. So, oh my God, what is Eldre saying? You can't make beats for fun? He does.
See, one thing I do like about DJ Payne is sometimes he does have good topics. Say what you want about the content. Sometimes the content is okay. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. But his topics a lot of times are pretty good. Same thing with Bolo too.
Also, and isn't it funny, as a musiker, no matter what stage of the game you're at, you can relate to at least one of these parts, or maybe you wouldn't. When you're first starting out as a music, people make fun of you for being broke, for not making any money off of music. Oh my God, people used to clown me all the time because I was making beats, but I wasn't producing for big name artists and I wasn't making any money off of it. And oh my God, what a clown. I mean, if you're an up and coming producer, I'm sure you've heard just in the comments.
Never happened to me.
Any post, why are you broke? You're a broke ass producer. You're a no name. No one's ever heard of you. Get your money up. You're not rich like Dre. You're not rich like Metro. And then the second you start making a little bit of money, maybe you're middle class, maybe you get to, you're making $75,000 a year or something like that.
You know how like bands or artists, they will like maybe have a sound and then they do it for like 1 or 2 albums and then they completely switch after that. They're doing something different after that. And then people are like, oh man, I miss when they used to make that type of music. And it's like, well, they got fucking tired of making that shit. They don't want to make the same fucking type of music for 6 fucking albums. Because you got to imagine when you're making music for like an album or something, you're making way more music than when it actually gets released. If you actually take it seriously, you're making, for every 10 songs get released, you're making at least 100.
All of a sudden, the comments aren't clowning you for being broke. They're vilifying you for being all about the money and not about the love. About number 4, do you still enjoy it?
That's funny. People were saying that in the comments when I reacted to his video. They were like, man, DJ Payne only ever talks about money in the music business. When PewDiePie stopped gaming and moved to React content, your fans will love that you're innovating yourself. The other half will be mad you changed. What's crazy? I've actually seen it work in people's favor too, though. Because like Mount Kimby used to do like experimental beat music or like post dubstep. Then they flipped around and like recently, like in the past year or two, they did like an indie rock album that was like really fucking good. Like they turned into a band and it's like really fucking good. And it took them from being like 100,000 monthly listeners to like almost like 1 million or something, I think. I don't know what they're at. It's definitely, it went higher though. Like that album they put out, like put them like, it moved them up into like a higher bracket. Like, so I've actually seen it work in people's favor before. Definitely do. What I really meant was I almost always have a goal, plan, or deadline or something when I make stuff these days. I really just sit down and make random stuff without. Oh, okay. So I think I get what he's saying now. Kind of just like you have to like follow deadlines and stuff like that. Kind of like what I was saying with like the funk stuff. Like you have like a genre and you have to make a certain genre, or there's just like some goal, you know. It's not just like complete freedom. And to me, that's what's fun about music though, is like when you can just sit down and be like, you know what, I want to make a country metal dubstep song today. You know what I mean? You could just fuck around and do like the goofiest shit ever with like no intentions. And that's usually when it's most fun, when you could just do whatever the fuck you want.
What he's saying is when he sits down to make a beat or a song, there's always a goal in mind, almost always a goal in mind. I remember when I first started, I would just sit.
That's kind of like one of my problems. I just, especially like since a lot of times I'm just making music for fun, I don't ever like have plan. Like it's not that I don't want to finish stuff, but like it's way more fun to sit down and just make whatever the fuck you want to make than it is to like go in and be like, okay, I got to finish this song. I got to do whatever I got to do. It's going to take me like 2 hours to find these vocals. I don't care. Like I got to do whatever I got to do to fucking finish the song. That shit is not fun at all. One thing that bugs me about Payne, bro, is like he flexes a lot when he doesn't have to. And the thing is, like, nobody's like really questioning whether or not he's like does this shit for real, but like he brings it up like it's almost like some like not like insecurity. Maybe it's like some insecurity from when he was getting mocked when he wasn't like that successful, and he feels the need to constantly bring it up. But he just brings it up all the time for no reason, or he'll just post pictures of his beat sales like all the fucking time. It's like, bro, we get it. Like it's like just unnecessary. Like it's kind of more of like something that takes away from his content than it adds. I personally think his shit would be better if he didn't do that, because it makes you look more humble and more human to just like show things like that when you have to. People don't like having that kind of shit rubbed in their face all the time. It's not really a big deal for like, I don't really care that much, but it's just something I notice all the time. And it's just kind of like, bro, like, come on.
I didn't have any goals when I would sit down to make a beat. It was just whatever, you know, it's fun. I just want to make beats. So you have to start making.
He still uses acid, I think.
There's no way in hell as a producer you're going to start making a living off of the beats you make, and it happen. So you start making music for the love. Then you start making some money. It becomes your full-time pursuit. What happens is, and this is what happened to me, it becomes your only source of income. I do this full-time. Producers who are doing this at a high level are doing this. Now you have to treat it as a job. So when I quit all my jobs to go all in on music, I had to start treating music as, and even though this is a fun job, it's still a job. And even though it's a job that you enjoy, you still have bills. Speaking of paying bills, I just dropped a new drum kit. You can make dope beats out of it and sell them millions of dollars. Potentially, that's really up to you. Files, there's all types of stuff. This is a beat that I made using sounds from that pack.
Whoa. Hey, hold on, dude. I think this is the first time I've ever seen DJ Payne play a beat in a video, dude. What? Have you guys ever seen this before? I've never seen this before. He's never done this before, right? I'm pretty sure he has not.
That I made using sounds from that pack. I added scratches because I like it.
I didn't know you could scratch, bro. Sick.
So the link to that drum kit is below. Again, 200. All the drum sounds.
That's kind of sick.
Royalty free. All the drum.
He should do that more often.
Loops
especially while using Acid Pro, bro. Yeah, I mean it's boomer bap, but I mean the scratching was cool.
All that is royalty free. There are percussive sounds. There are bass sounds. There are one shots, loops, midis. So the link is below. If you are a Patreon member and you're at the $20 level or above, free. Shout out to you. Thank you. So once you're at this point in your career, you start charging for your time, labor, and talent, just as you did back when you worked a more traditional 9-to-5. It doesn't matter if you were kitchen. It doesn't matter if you were washing dishes behind the kitchen. It doesn't matter if you were accountant or a doctor. I don't know why the hell if you were a doctor. But regardless, all of those jobs involve the same thing.
I mean, probably because he definitely has like a money making mindset at all times. I mean, maybe because you like making music. I don't fucking know, right? Like what?
Transactional. You are trading your time. And
I used to use Reason, bro. I started on Reason.
Task for a company.
There's something wrong with me for sure.
For a paycheck. The only difference with what producers are doing is that they're making beats for themselves as you know, small business owners, but they're still trading that time, energy, and talent for money because we have to pay our bills. Somehow, some people out there feel like producers get all their their gear for free, and the electric company's like, nah, 808s are hard. Don't pay your bills. I would love it if my bank called me and they're like, awesome. Man, I love that Pooh Shiesty record. You know what? The next 5 mortgage payment is on us. So you're at this point where you're doing your art for a living, and now you're making it with a purpose. You have to make it with a purpose because your time is valuable. You have a finite amount of only way you can survive at that point. If you suddenly say, you know what, I'm just gonna make music. Everyone that emails me that says, man,
the thing is like when you sit down to make music, you don't have to do that every single time. You could just be like, okay, I'm just gonna real quick with this one beat, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm just gonna play guitar one time, see what happens. Like, you know, like you don't have to like work in the same rigid format all the time.
You know what? I think your beats should be free. Give me all your beats for free. And as a matter of fact, make some custom beats. I got people contacting me all the time for custom beats, and they're like, well, I'll give you half on the back end. If I did that, but as those comments showed, a lot of people believe that if you start getting paid for your art is no longer art.
Like the cleaner your beard is, the more of a scammer you are. Once you like get that fill-in shit where like people are like putting a Sharpie or whatever, like it's like, I don't know what it is exactly they do, but like they use like a Sharpie or something, like fill it in. It looks like way too, I don't know how to explain it. What's his name? DJ MV. Wait, hold on. What is the other dude's name? What was the other guy? The other, you know what I'm talking about? The other guy, the scammer. Yeah, like this is a pretty good example here. Like it's like the closer you get to this, the more likely you're a scam. This one's not even like the most like that, but like the cleaner it gets, and like when the more you like fill it in. What was the guy's name? Like they got caught for like house scamming. Like they were scamming people real estate or something. What was the guy's name? Something. Fuck, I can't think of it, bro. His partner though, Cesar Pina. Yes, Cesar Pina. I can't remember his name. It's fine. I did a video about it. This guy, dude. This is how this is. Anybody with this shit, 100%. I don't even see the fill in here, but the way it's like cut, dude, 100% scammer. Because they're paying somebody for this every single fucking day. They put a lot of money into this shit, dude. I don't know what it is, but always people with beards like this are scammers. Do not trust them. If you guys ever see like a really fucking crazy beard though, please show me that shit. We gotta talk about it. we could become a beard review channel. Okay, I think we get the point. I think he's kind of just going on now. This will probably get cut into a second channel video, so hit the like button. Also, you guys hit the like button. Everyone hit the like button. Subscribe. Okay, moving on. What the so, let me see real quick. Is this Pvlace video? Hold on a second. Let's just